Alright, so we are adding and subtracting rational expressions, and when I have two rational expressions that already have like denominators, like here in number 1 I have x plus 6 and x plus 6, so they match, all I'm going to do is add the top and write it over the common denominator. So 5 plus 8 over x plus 6. So my final answer is going to be 13 over x plus 6. Okay, on number 2, I have common denominators, x minus 2 and x minus 2. I'm doing subtraction, so I'm just going to subtract the top since the bottom already matches. My matching bottom is x minus 2. So on top, I'm doing 15x minus 6x. So my final answer is going to be 9x over x minus 2. On number 3, I still, again, have x plus 1 over and x plus 1, so I have a common denominator already, x plus 1. And then I'm going to combine like terms. So I have 4x minus 8x. And I have 6 minus 2. So 4x minus 8x is negative 4x, and 6 minus 2 is a positive 4 over my common denominator, x plus 1. Number 4, I still have a common denominator, x plus 1. So I'm going to keep it. And then I'm going to do like terms subtracting on top again. So I have 4x minus 8x. And I have 6 minus 3. So 4x minus 8x is negative 4x. And 6 minus 3 is positive 3 over x plus 1. Number 5, 5x and 5x, common denominator. So keep the common denominator, 5x. Do the like terms on top. I have 12x plus 3x, and I have negative 1 plus 7. 12x plus 3x gives me 15x. Negative 1 plus 7 gives me a positive 6 over my common denominator, 5x. Now number 6 gets into non-common denominators, unlike denominators. So that means that I have to find my least common denominator. So if there's anything that they have in common, then I take the higher power. Well, they both have an x in common, so I'm going to have an x. They're both to the first power, so I only need a single x. But then what they don't have in common, I have a 3 and I have a 2. I'm going to have to take one of each. You take all the pieces. So 3 times 2 means that my least common denominator is going to be 6x. So to make the first fraction have a denominator 6x, I'm going to have to multiply 3x times 2. Now, we always want to multiply by some factor of 1. So 2 over 2 times 4 over 3x. Plus, to make 2x become a 6x, I need to multiply by 3. So 3 over 3 times 5 over 2x. So then I'm going to multiply top times top, bottom times bottom. 2 times 4 is 8. Over 2 times 3x is 6x. Plus 3 times 5 is 15. Over 3 times 2x is 6x. Now it's just like 1 through 5. 8 plus 15 is 23. Over my common denominator, 6x. Number 7, I have unlike denominators. Now, remember when we have x plus or minus y plus or minus, they're one unit. I can't say, oh, they have a y in common. All right, so my least common denominator, since they don't match, is going to be one of each. Y minus 3 times y minus 5. So to make my 2 over y minus 3 have a common denominator, I'm going to have to multiply by y minus 5. Y minus 5 over y minus 5 times 2 over y minus 3. Plus, to make y minus 5 match my least common denominator, I have to multiply times y minus 3. Y minus 3 over y minus 3 times 4 over y minus 5. Now, since I have 2 times y minus 5, I'm going to have to distribute that multiplication. So 2 times y and 2 times 5. 2y minus 10 over my common denominator, y minus 5 times y minus 3. Plus, same thing over here, 4 times y minus 3. So 4 times y is 4y. 4 minus times negative 3 is minus 12 over my common denominator, y minus 5 times y minus 3. Now I'm going to combine like terms and leave it over my common denominator. So number 7, my common denominator is y minus 5 times y minus 3. And on top I have 2y plus 4y to get 6y. And I have negative 10 plus negative 12 to get negative 22. The last one, number 8, same process as number 7, except now it's going to be subtraction. So my least common denominator, x plus 1 and x plus 2, they don't have anything in common. They're their own little units. So my least common denominator, I have to take all x plus 1 and x plus 2. So to get the common denominator for my first fraction, multiply times the missing piece, x plus 2, times 5 over x plus 1, minus, multiply the second fraction times the missing piece, x plus 1 over x plus 1, times 3 over x plus 2. Now just like in number 7, I have to distribute that top number. So I'm going to have 5x plus 10 over x plus 2 times x plus 1 minus, distribute the 3x plus 3 over x plus 2 times x plus 1. Then I'm going to combine my like terms over my common denominator. My common denominator, x plus 1 times x plus 2. On top, I have to combine like terms. 5x minus 3x leaves me with 2x. 10 minus 3 leaves me with 7.